Hi, my dear students. This is your Radha madam. I think all are safe. Stay home as much as possible. Okay, hand wash ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಿ ಹಾಫ್ ಆನ್ ಅವರ್ ಒನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಬರ್ತೀರೋ. ಸೊ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ವಾಶ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ವೇವ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ dangerous as compared to first wave. So be safe, stay in home only. Okay, as per your university circular, we have to engage your next semester, even that mean even semester 2 4 6 semester. Okay, so for that now in this video I am going to teach about going to engage your inorganic chemistry, especially in paper 6.2. Okay, so in inorganic chemistry we have totally three chapters. First chapter is organometallic chemistry, that is 5-hour chapter, and bioinorganic chemistry and material chemistry. Okay, so in among these three chapters, in this video I am going to start from bioinorganic chemistry chapters. Okay, this is 5-hour chapter. So initially, before going to the main topic, we have to know about what we mean by bioinorganic chemistry especially. Okay, bioinorganic chemistry is an interdisciplinary scientific branch. Okay, what do you mean by bioinorganic? Initially we should define the definition. We should know about the what do you mean by bioinorganic chemistry. Okay, so bioinorganic chemistry is an interdisciplinary scientific branch that examines the chemistry of inorganic entities within biological and biochemical system. Okay, I am repeating again the definition for bioinorganic chemistry is an interdisciplinary scientific branch that examines the chemistry of inorganic entities within biological and biochemical systems. Okay, so exact what I mean by that, some metal ions involved in our living system. Okay, so in our body so many metal ions are there, magnesium, metal, calcium, like that. So we need some metal ions in our living system. So metal ions involved in the living system exercise various functions. For why we require these type of metal ions in our body, that means living system. So why means they involved in various functions. Okay, exercise various functions. What are those functions? Such as osmotic, transport system, mechanical, and scientific function. Synthetic functions. So these metal ions involved in our living system. Okay, so how many elements nearly in our living system? Okay, the chemistry of life variably involved at least 30 elements. 30 elements are involved in our living system. Okay, so based on their quantitative content in the living organism, they are divided into 4 types. Okay, so now we have to study about how they are classified, based on what. So majorly these metals and non-metals metal ions, based on their quantitative content present in our living system. So okay, based on this concept they are classified into majorly 4 types. Okay, so here we can observe carefully. First one is macro elements. These macro elements are also called as bulk elements. Okay, bulk elements. Micro elements or trace elements. Okay, this is second type. And oligobiogenic elements. And the fourth one is ultra microbiogenic elements. ultra microbiogenic elements. Okay, these are the four type classification. We are divided based on their quantitative content in the living organism. Okay, in the living organism. Okay, according to nutritionist. Okay, so the nutritionist using majorly two words. What are those? One is macro elements, another one is micro elements. Okay, what do you mean by macro elements? Okay, according to the nutritionist. Okay, so what is the meaning? Macro means what? Large. Okay, large, right? Large, this means large. So macro elements, the elements which required in large quantity to our body, means to the living system, means how much we required large quantity, large elements we required nearly per day 100 milligrams per day. How much we required? 100 milligrams per day we required macro elements. That means bulk elements for your living system we need nearly 100 milligram per day. So what do you mean by micro elements? Micro elements are the elements we required less quantity to our living system. How much? Nearly or less than 20 milligrams per day. Okay, so as compared to macro elements, micro elements we need less quantity. How much? For macro elements we need 100 milligrams per day. Okay, what about in micro elements? We need less than 20 milligram per day. Okay, so this is explained about in this video. This is introduction part. So this is first video, that's what I just introduction about inorganic bioinorganic chemistry, and then the classification based on their quantitative quantitative content. So they are majorly classified into four types: macro elements, micro elements, and oligobiogenic elements, and ultra microbiological biogenic elements. Okay, so in next video we have to study about in detail what are the elements involved in macro elements, that is bulk elements, and what are the elements present in micro elements, examples, and so we have to discuss in detail in next second video. Okay, thank you one and all. So once again I'm saying, if you need any if you having any work in outside, then go, otherwise don't go unnecessary. Okay, be safe, stay in home only. Okay, thank you one and all.